Good morning from the departures level of PDX, also known as Portland International Airport. It's a little after 5 a.m. on Wednesday, March 6th, 2024. My wife and I are bound for an Alaska Airlines flight to Lihue, Hawaii to get to a destination a little sunnier and warmer. Construction is in full swing at the airport, with a new terminal preparing to open later in 2024. Many hallways are blocked off, and you have to wind your way around ticket counters to find the security checkpoint. The checkpoint itself is not much roomier, with the lines crammed in the little opening to access the terminal's gates. Fortunately, security was efficient and we made it through in less than 10 minutes. Now it's the walk to the temporary concourse connector because of the terminal construction. Our aircraft for today is parked at gate C5, so you had a few different angles to view it on the walk. I took a stroll down the rest of Concourse C before our flight boarded. This is Alaska's main concourse at PDX, and it's one of the busiest times of the day, with the early morning departures all having departed or preparing for departure. PDX has so many features that make it unique. One of the best is the movie theater in Concourse C that's open to the public. I stopped in later and it was a nice, relaxing break from the hustle and bustle of the concourse. There are short feature films from many local producers that run on a loop here, perfect for just dropping in. Finally, I made my way back down to C5, where our aircraft for Alaska Airlines Flight 871 awaited a 7 a.m. departure. Today, we are flying on N597AS, a 16-year-old Boeing 737-800.
William, thank you.
Thanks. Everything stayed on time out of the gate area. I made my way back to seat 21F and had a great window seat with an overwing view. I think Alaska has some pretty good legroom in economy. With only a slim briefcase, I had plenty of room to move my legs. There's also a cargo net for extra storage that is standard on Alaska flights. The pushback came not long after 7. It was still pretty soggy around PDX, and some of that moisture remained on the window as we taxied out. We made a quick taxi to runway 10 right. Shortly after 7:15, the engines roared to send us off the runway. Watch as the rain finally gets cleared from the window and we see the blue sky above the clouds. We made our turn to the southwest and continued out of the Portland metro area. We flew right over the McMinnville Airport on our way over the Oregon shoreline. The sky above only got clearer and darker blue. Not long after getting over the Pacific Ocean, the food and drink service began. In economy on Alaska, you have to pre-order your meals before your flight. I've had the ham and hard-boiled egg sandwich before and really liked it, so that's what I ordered again on this flight. It came with Biscoff cookies. A second cart came through with drinks. I decided to try the new coffee brand Alaska had just switched to, Portland's own Stumptown coffee. I got 2 packets of cream and some sugar with it, and really like that it is Alaska's choice after years of carrying Starbucks. Overall, it was a satisfying breakfast on this nearly 6-hour flight. I continued to have some amazing views of the Pacific Ocean with just a few thin clouds below for most of the flight. Here's a little better look at the cabin mid-flight and some of what's part of your seat. The tray table is extendable and works well for whatever you may be using in flight. Alaska has an information card in the seat back pocket with promotional information, the food and beverage choices available, your in-flight entertainment options, and partner airline information. It is pretty basic but essential information for your flight. Around an hour before landing in Lihue, flight attendants handed out agriculture declaration forms, which are required for all passengers to complete before landing on any Hawaiian island. Right after those forms were distributed, another drink service started. This time I got the Passion Orange Guava Juice, which is served on all flights to and from Hawaii. Pretzels were served as the snack on this drink service. few more clouds popped up as we approached the Hawaiian Islands, but nothing big or threatening. Soon after, the captain announced we were starting our descent to Lihue and would be on the ground in about a half hour. A beautiful progression downward ensued. At about 10:40 in the morning, we touched down on runway 35 on the island of Kauai. As we made our way to the terminal, a Hawaiian Airlines 717 was just lifting off from runway 3. There were no delays on the taxi, and we parked at gate 6 at 10:49. After getting up from row 21, we walked up a bit further to retrieve our bags from the overhead bins a few rows ahead. With that, we were up into the jetway and out to the terminal in Lihue. It was a pretty easy exit to passenger pickup from our gate. This was a mostly comfortable flight, which I appreciated from Alaska Airlines. It was nice to have 2 drink and snack services. My only issue was with the in-flight entertainment, which towards the end of the flight would not load the show I was watching after a couple restart attempts. Overall, it was an enjoyable flight in economy, and it's nice to have nonstop service from Portland to Lihue.